This is SCP Radio Network, coming to you live from Skylab Studios. Up next is the Super Tejano Friday Show with your host, DJ Fluffy.
Este es el Diva Takeover, todos lo quieren escuchar, porque tocan la música alegre y se ponen todos a bailar. It's a Diva Takeover with DJ Mickey DSCC. Miles y miles de gente la escuchan y nadie les puede ganar. Están en SCP Radio, estación internacional. Si quieren lo mejor, no se vayan lejos. Aquí está el Diva Takeover.
You're watching SCP TV.
Yo sospeché que él andaba con otra mujer y me decía que estaba loca. Ya me enteré que él te dice lo mismo que a mí. Ya no me importa que esté con otra. Que sería el más fiel y que me amaba. Le tenemos que decir nada de ti no quiero nada, nada de ti, aléjate de mí, nada de ti no quiero nada, nada de ti, aléjate de mí. No hay que dejar que se burle de ti ni de mí, la vida es corta. Que pensar en cómo lo vamos a dejar pa' que le duela la vida entera. Más de una vez prometió que sería el más fiel, no se engañaba. Pero hoy llegó el fin, nada de ti no quiero nada, nada de ti, aléjate de mí. De ti no quiero nada, nada de ti, aléjate de mí. Oh, 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 oh. Nunca más vuelvo con él, jamás lo vuelvo a querer, nunca más vuelvo con él. ventana abierta por la noche. Tengo esperanzas de que vuelva a mí. Ayer y pensé en ti, no lo pude evitar. Tocaron la canción que hablaba del amor y me puse a llorar. Perdóname, yo no sé cómo no pensar en el pasado, pues es que tú no me enseñaste a estar sin ti. Pues dime cómo, porque yo no puedo. Perdóname, en realidad este corazón es necio. Amado a muchos, pero fueron pasajeros. Y como tú, no dejaron huella en mí. Dejaré mi ventana abierta por la noche. Tengo esperanzas de que vuelva a mí. Ayer y pensé en ti, no lo pude evitar. Tocaron la canción que hablaba del amor y me puse a llorar. Perdóname, yo no sé cómo no pensar en el pasado, pues es que tú no me enseñaste a estar sin ti. Pues dime cómo, porque yo no puedo. En realidad este corazón es necio. Amado a muchos, pero fueron pasajeros. Y como tú, no dejaron huella en mí.
Saber que ya no estás, te fuiste. Tanto amor como una manzana cruda que tiramos a la basura. Ay, se pasaron tiempos que alegábamos sin fin. Si recuerdo fue por mí, oh, pero tal vez también pasamos esos tiempos tan bonitos, esos tiempos de sonrisas. Te besaba y me besabas, me abrazabas y te abrazaba. Como un niño me acostaba y tú brincabas en la cama, como queriendo ser el amor. amor el tuyo existió y sin saber un día borró. Me estoy volviendo un borracho. Todas las noches tomo licor para olvidarme de este dolor. Pero no más amanece el día y lo primero que se me viene. Te besaba y me besabas, te abrazabas y te abrazaba. Con amor, como un niño me acostaba y tú brincabas en la cama, como queriendo ser el amor. Y me besabas, me abrazabas y te abrazaba. Con amor, como un niño me acostaba y tú brincabas en la cama, como queriendo ser el amor.
All right, how's everybody doing? This is your boy DJ Fluffy, the king of the airways, here on scpradio.com with my co-host Mickey D. And the redhead is missing.
The redhead is MIA. I come back and she's gone.
That's right. Well, actually, she's in California. She's on here. She's saying live from California.
Yes, so jelly. She's on vacation. She's headed out to Las Vegas. Oh my God.
No, the problem is she was afraid because I was coming back today, and she said I ain't gonna show up. I'm not gonna show up at the show because I don't know what's gonna happen. So that's actually what it is. She's afraid. That's why she's not here. She's using the excuse of I'm on vacation. Bullshit. You know, but that's what it is.
It's Tejano Vegas weekend.
No.
Go out there and represent.
No, she ain't representing nothing. She's just representing she's representing her canas in her hair. That's all she's representing, guys. She's representing her runway on there. That's what she's doing right there. All right. Special shout out to Cristina Guerrero from Cristina G Promotions.
What's up, Diva?
BS, I'm not scared. Yeah, you're scared, girl. You know you're scared.
Girl, please tell him to shush it.
Shout out to Marciano Lopez. Thanks for tuning in.
Daddy.
Michelle Lopez. Hey, you're right here. You're right here.
Oh, that's not me. I'm not Michelle Lopez.
Oh, you're not Michelle Lopez?
I'm Michelle Cuellar, sir.
Oh, I thought you were Lopez still.
I mean, I am.
Anna Maria. She's on here also.
Ana Maria? Oh.
Your tia.
My tia. Everybody's on here.
Everybody's here today. Why? Why is everybody here?
All the Escarinos. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All the Escareños are online.
All right, Mary Jane says, I'm in Moreno Valley.
Oh, cool.
I colored my hair too. I don't know. I can see a big old runway from here.
How can you see her? She's
It says, is Michelle's mic on? Is your mic on?
Yes. You can't hear me?
All right.
What?
I got my
Fluffy?
I got my people here. Melinda. Yay, Fluffy's back. That's right. I'm back. And Mary Jane ran. She's scared. She's scared as a chicken. She ran away, you know. But yeah, we're doing our show. We're happy to be back. Everybody that knows, me and my whole family, we caught COVID, and we're just staying away. We're trying to be safe. We didn't want to make sure. We wanted to make sure nobody else got sick, because it's like I said, everybody knows this is my brother-in-law's house, and I didn't want them to getting sick. We didn't want our guests getting sick. We just quarantined at home. We stayed at home. We did what we had to do. We took our vitamins, and we got on each other's nerves. We didn't want to see nobody no more, and but you know, we had fun. But no, we want to thank all our family. You know, all our family that brought us food to the house, especially mom and dad Lopez. You know, they were always bringing us stuff to the house, anything that we needed. You know, thank y'all very much, people. You know, guys, we appreciate it very much. But you know, it's good to finally be back. We missed the show. We missed being here.
Big shout out to Alizé.
Yeah,
I
big
mean,
shout out to Alizé.
they placed an
Alizé,
order.
They put 2 orders in.
And they send it to us. And they live out in Dallas. Is that where she is?
Dallas, Fort Worth.
Yeah. So they ordered some stuff for us, and they it had it delivered to the house, and
something, some of the stuff didn't come through, and then they made another order. So I mean, we really appreciate that for for them to do that for us. That was really nice of them.
CEO, I'm getting a threat here. We need to block that person from coming in. To show, please.
What is
they're saying she's gonna kill me when she sees me next week. That's on record here. It's a threat. So that's not right. I think we need to block her. Yeah, we need to kick her out of the show already. But yeah, thanks to everybody. Like I said, it feels good to be back in the show. Mary Jane's out on assignment. She's out in Las Vegas for the Tejano convention out in Las Vegas. Well, she's actually on vacation, but
she's on vacation, but that's gonna be one of her stops on Saturday.
She's out there. She's out there with her daughter. She's having a family time. Well deserved. She works her butt off, so a little vacation ain't gonna hurt nobody. Just don't. There is a picture of her at the petrified wood place where they sell petrified wood at the forest. So she's been warned by me not to take any petrified wood, or they were gonna arrest her for taking petrified wood.
Why do you have to call her out like that?
Don't do it, okay, girl? So if you see her, check her out. Make sure she don't take no petrified wood, okay, guys? You would be lost with me. Whatever. She said I didn't say that. Whatever, girl. All right.
Did you fix it?
We got fixed already. All right. Well, we got a special guest today, all the way from Chicago, or from
Chicago.
All the way from Chicago.
And Tony.
For all my card players, people that play cards. Okay, this gentleman here, he got the Loteria card, he got the American card, and people that don't know Conquian card, what a Conquian is, it's a type of game that Hispanic people play, but he made his own version, the Conquian card.
He updated the pictures.
Yeah, he updated the pictures. We're gonna let him tell you a little bit about it. But we got Mr. Does he go by Tony or
Tony?
Okay, Mr. Tony
Escareño.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So how you doing, sir?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
We're doing good, man. We're just having fun. We're glad to be back in our show. Like I said, we were sick with COVID.
Yeah, we missed like two.
Yeah, we missed like
two or three shows.
2 weeks.
2 weeks of shows. So yeah.
So we finally, the show was going on with the other co-hosts and everything, but we were Max. I was Skyping in. I was Skyping from the house.
Yeah, we were doing it from the house.
Yeah, we're doing it from the house. But it finally
You're doing it safely. I got bit by the COVID myself, so I rode that train. It was rough.
Yeah, it was. It was rough. Being at home, quarantine, and all that. So
did you have it before, or are you vaccinated?
I'm vaccinated as of 2 days ago.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations. Yeah, so we've been vaccinated since March. But we still caught the COVID, so yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, no, man, I'm glad you guys are better though. It's all that matters is your health,
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, well, you got people already saying hi, Tony. Nice to see you from Michelle Lopez.
Hey, Michelle Lopez. Hey, yeah, yes. What's going on, Michelle? Good to find out that you're listening to the show.
Oh yeah,
that's your aunt, right? That's my mom. Yes. But all the Escareños are on here today. They're Tiana from the Valley. She's on. Anita.
Hey, Anna.
Yeah, she's on. So, and my dad, they're all on watching because they were so excited that you were going to be on the show.
Man, it's like the pressure just went up.
Right?
10. Absolutely. Hey, well, big shout out from my family to yours. We miss you guys, and we wish we got to see you more often. And in the future, there should be many visits.
Right. So I mean, actually, we've never met in person. So this is like the first time we're talking.
You better be on your best behavior, but you don't want to get in trouble, okay?
I know, no F words, no S words, no C words. I'm holding them back.
Nah, we can throw that out. Don't worry about it. I do it all the time.
All right.
I do it all the time.
All right, cool. First impressions. All right, cool. All right. I'm gonna say, hey, DJ Fluffy can do it. So can I.
Well, hey, why don't you let us know a little bit about your business, what you do, so people that don't know, like I've been posting that there are people that like to play cards, for them to tune into the show, because there's a lot of people that like to play cards. So tell us a little bit about what you do.
All right, so here's the deal. I produce a deck of cards that are known to the public as either Conquian. They know them as barajas or barajas españolas. They know them as naipes, and I think in Puerto Rico they know them as briscas. So, there's poker cards. Your poker cards are going to have your hearts, your clovers, your diamonds, and I forgot the other symbol. I can't think right now, but spades.
Spades,
and,
yes.
Our cards, when I say our cards, because I'm speaking from a culture perspective, our cards are oros, espadas, bastones. I call them bastones. They're bastos to a lot of people.
Bastos.
Yes, and then copas.
Right.
So I was, I learned the game from my dad. Okay, my dad and my dad Anthony Escarino. Big shout out to my pops. He'd work. Jesus, he'd work the first shift, the second shift, sometimes even the third shift. Come home and play Conquian with his son. And just one day I sat there staring at the cards, and I was like, man, it's always been these cards, just this design. Went online, couldn't find any other design. Did some research and found out that the designs that they're using are primarily of Spanish descent, and being that we're from we're from Mexico primarily. I said, wow, where are the Aztecs in all this? Where's the representation for not just the Aztecs but other cultures? And did more research, and I couldn't find any that were anything but just Spaniard based cards. So I just took it upon myself to make the deck a multicultural deck. So the deck has, of course, the Spanish are still in there, but the cultures are assigned to they call them pips. So like oros, the Spanish have the oros, the Aztecs have the bastones or the bastos, the Chinese have the swords, the espadas, and then the Egyptians have the copas. So if you look at my deck online, you go to conquiancardgame.com, you'll see, you'll recognize the symbols, but what will be completely different is that it's not just the Spaniards anymore. I on purpose made them multicultural. Just, one for design, two out of wanting to show a little bit more representation and make them a little bit more interesting, to my, and to my liking, of course. But that's what I do. I produce decks of Conquian playing cards.
All right. Now I know you've been posting up at a lot of I guess what we call them pop-up markets over here, but you've been at some carnivals and some events. How has that gone? And has people coming out up and ask you about it?
I live in Cicero, and Cicero is, I want to say, 97% Hispanic. And we recently had an event like a carnival out here, and I think the attendance was something like 4,000 people. And either something was wrong with my booth, it was smelly, or I had a big sign that said Conquian and Naipes and Briscas, and really didn't get anybody that was interested in passing. But I made a video on TikTok that day that I was there, and I ended up blowing up on TikTok, and I got people from Texas, I got people from California, I have people from Puerto Rico. Primarily, those are the heavy states. Chicago, I saw a lot of orders, and just all of a sudden, if you look at the map, you can see where the people who play Conquian are, and I almost want to say you can see where the Latinos are, because primarily it's a heavily Latin, influenced game. It's played by a lot of Latinos. People who play poker, or your American cultured people out there. They play gin rummy. This is a form of gin rummy, but people that know it as Conquian, like even in the comment section of TikTok, I got people telling me, "Oh, I played that while I was in county." I'm like, "Oh, I played that growing up with my uncle." So it's like I got a lot of people reaching out to me saying, "Oh man, I played that when I was in," and I was like, "Hey man, well you out now, you keep playing,
right?
Why not?"
Yeah, and I guess nobody in Cicero plays Conquian, or they don't know about it, right?
Well, they at that parade, I guess maybe it was something that had to do with my table, but there are plenty of people out here in Cicero now that I'm finding out that they play. I can't go to a family party on my wife's side without them pulling out the cards. If for those who know, the cards also double as tarot cards for a lot of people. a lot of people will use this specific deck of cards to do tarot card readings.
Yeah.
So there's also that part of the culture for Conquian.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what made you come up with the designs that you came up with? Because I seen some of your pictures on it, and they're nice. I mean,
thank you, man.
What kind of, what was the process of coming up with the designs to, come up with those cards?
I had a lot of conversation with many people about what Conquian meant, what they thought it translated to, and what I hear across the board is that it was known. It translates to the word conquer in English, so conquerors.
Right.
So knowing that Spain, Spain and the Aztecs, they had their war back in the day, and the Aztecs ended up being colonized. I said, it's funny that a lot of the people that are from Mexico are only playing with Spaniard pictured cards. I go, let me go ahead and throw in these other these other cultures in there. Now, the idea of why they look the way they look have a lot to do with the idea of them doubling as tarot cards. I hired a tarot card maker out of Rome, Italy, to put these cards together, to really walk the line of tarot and with and I guess with history and the conquerors. So like what you see on the cards, the way they're dressed and the symbols that they're holding, they're all very, very close to I guess the traditionally what they would wear and during their time period. So if you look at the Chinese and what they're wearing on the deck of cards, that's what they wore back in the day when they were big into conquering in the dynasties. The swords espadas, I didn't just give them any espada. I went in and found out that they were known for broadswords. So the espadas in the deck are broadswords. The same thing for the gold doubloons for the Spaniards. They're designed to look like the gold doubloon. So if you pull up gold doubloon on Google, this is what you'll see in there. The Aztecs were known for their club that was made out of I forgot the name of the precious stone that they have, but that's the club that they would use when they would go hunting and when they were at war. And then of course the Egyptians, they had their jade and their other stones. So the cups is based off of a design of a cup that I found that the Egyptians would use. So I made them to look like that because just culturally introducing that to the market, and then I wanted them to look a little bit like tarot cards, because part of the fun in like an older person who picks up these cards, I want them to say, oh, these are Conquian, sit down, I'm going to do a reading with you. And that reading is going to look a lot cooler than what it would with the old cards. Yeah.
Now, do you happen to have a deck of cards that you can show us?
Yeah, you guys can see me for sure then.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we can see you.
Okay,
yeah.
perfect.
Unfortunately, we didn't plan it good enough to be able to order a set to have it here for this show.
No, and you know what? Just so much has been going on. I was supposed to FedEx you one, but I will get you one. These are the old cards, and I'm gonna do a comparison right here.
Okay.
These are the older cards. Okay, and these are mine.
Oh wow!
So they're different. I'm not going to say one's better than the other, but we appreciate these cards, but these are mine. So these are the oros, and then the back of it, when you get the card, when you take a really good look at it, I hit the symbols, the four symbols, the copas, espadas, bastos, and oros. They're in there. So when you're playing, if you got a keen eye, you'll be able to pick them up here in the back of the design. So. These are the copas.
Okay.
That's what the copas look like. Here are the espadas. Okay, those are the broadswords. And then my favorite. My favorite are the bastos.
Oh yeah.
Because that's even the little symbols on the Aztec symbols on here, those are real words, and I'm really happy that we did that. And I always tell people, if you can figure out what those are, you may receive a special prize in the mail from me just for doing the research. But that's how the symbols look. As far as what the cards themselves look like, this is the 10 of copas. That's an Anubis. So for the Egyptians, that's an Anubis, and he's holding a copa.
Okay.
The nice thing here is that if you're holding the cards like this when you're playing a game, and you do one of these, you'll notice that the numbers are colored.
Yeah.
And
so in the game, when you're putting your libros together, you'll be able to identify that. Oh, hey, look at this! I got. We'll do one of these. I got two. I got these two right here. I know they're gold. I'm gonna keep them like this. They match. And now I just gotta wait for my next card to come up so I can make my book. So that's the way that's the reason why those are designed like that. Here's an Aztec.
Oh, cool.
The
kind of looks like
number, the 11.
It kind of looks like.
Oh no! I hope. Well, this one here, this one I will say would look more like me with the 6-pack right here.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's more like you.
Yeah, no, man, I'm far from it. But all of the 11 cards are female. They're all female, so they're all queens.
Now, why female?
Well, in the deck of Konkian that we have now, or like your regular American poker deck, you got a queen. You got a queen in them, and then there's jack and a king. So in this case, I just wanted to make sure that the women were represented, because we see a lot of guys all the time, and I thought it was important to show off some of the girls in here. So that's the number 11 of and she's holding a baston. So all of the green numbered cards are going to be bastos. All of the red cards are going to be espada. So that's the empress, and she's holding a sword. Let's see if I can pull up another. I got them all spread out in front of me. Here's the 12. He's holding a sword. That's the emperor.
Looks like Michael.
And then there's the guard. He's a number 10. He's holding a broadsword. And now we have one of the other Aztec cards, the number 10. Wow. And then so on and so forth. Let me see if I have got them all in front of me right here. Yeah, I got them all mixed up in front of me. But that's basically the gist of everything. Here's another one. That's the number 11. That's the Egyptian holding a copa, and she's an empress too. She has a cup in one hand and a black hat in the other.
Those are nice.
Thank you. And then here's the 11. This is the Spanish queen. She's holding the oro there in the middle.
Wow.
And then here is the 10 of oros. He has the oro around his neck like a chain. And then we have the king of oros. He's right here. He's just sitting there with his what did I call that? When the artist made this, I looked at it. I'm like, why didn't you give him a Periella shirt? Like, he looks like he's wearing a Gucci shirt. But yeah, and that's the one of copas. So the idea was to make them colorful and to not just have them be line drawings, kind of like the way poker is, but to give them a little bit of style and attitude in the artwork. And shout out to Miss DeSantis all the way out in Rome. Hopefully she gets the clip when I send it to her. But she did an amazing job, and we took maybe like 2 to 3 months planning the artwork and doing the research on the on the characters, and just making sure that everybody that we wanted represented right away got in there.
Wow, so you put a lot of thought into this deck of cards. I mean, if you took you that long to get the artwork, and you wanted it to be just the right deck of cards, then.
Oh man, absolutely, man. The goal for me right now is I would love to be the number one place to go for Konkian cards. So with that in mind, this deck is just the first deck I call this the Conqueror series. The next group of people you'll see on the cards will most likely be the Mayans, the Polynesians, the Japanese, and I think the Vikings. So I'm going to try to get as many cultured decks as I can in there. Besides these cards here, I'm working on a kids deck, and that's top secret. All I can tell you is that it's a kids deck. But also, I have a casino version of these cards where the backgrounds are white. So you'll still see the gold numbers. You'll still see the coins, but then this will be all white, and then the backs of these are red, kind of like bicycle cards.
So do the casinos play that game?
No, the casinos don't play the game, but I purposely named it the casino deck.
Okay.
And the reason why I did that is because I'm not referencing the casinos like Harrah's Casino. I'm referencing the casinos of when you're ready to have a party, you order a pizza, and you invite 10 of your guys over, and everybody's throwing dollar bills in. So this deck is going to be for it's going to be for everyone who throws down, and
like your uncle
just got out. Yeah, the guys that just got out that want to play again.
Yeah, like your uncle. I know he said he was ready to order, or he got his deck, right? And he said he was ready to do some games.
Oh, yeah, man. I'd love to get a chance to go down there with the family and to rekindle and reintroduce and to play con Kian. And that's another thing, too. I could have made an app right away. I could have really just went in and made an app. But the thing is that during COVID, when I started to do all this, the realization of sitting there with my kids, and we had Uno, we had poker, and then I sat there and I go, let's play con Kian, and my kids looked at me and they're like, what? and I felt bad because so much time has passed with work, with being out, with traveling, that I forgot to teach my kids the way my dad taught me.
Right.
So making the deck, and especially like making the kids deck, I want to inspire the parents to sit down and say, hey, I got something to show you. I got something that I want to teach you. And if I can be responsible for that, I think that's amazing. And then later on I'll make an app. But physical playing cards and being able to sit down at a table and actually have a conversation it was missing in my household. And the more and more I have these conversations with other parents and people that buy the cards, that the admission is like, dang, it's missing at my house too.
Now I see you got one of your shirts on. Where do you come up with the logo?
The logo is literally every single symbol in the card overlapped. So the cup, the coin, the espadas, and then the baston, it's all in there. So this logo is on every deck. So no matter what kind of deck I make, it's always going to be this one, because to me this was personal. It was like my big claim to fame is I put the Aztecs in the deck. I haven't seen another deck out there with Aztecs in it, and if there is, fantastic. But with the research that I did, I didn't see it, and I just thought that it was missing, especially with so many Hispanics and people from Mexico and just people from South play the game so much, and all they had was Spaniards in the deck. I was like, no, we gotta do something about that. So, having the baston that's in here, or the basco that's in here, is like it's going to be on all the decks now. I wanted it in all of them.
Now, what are you doing to get the word out, to get this going? Promoting your deck of cards.
Wow, the biggest, the most effective thing that I've done has been TikTok. I'm working, it's been TikTok. I started at Twitter. There's Instagram. A lot of word of mouth, a lot of calling people, and hey, I got this deck. The biggest thing that I'm working on that you guys will see pretty soon is I'm working on a documentary on everything that I'm doing. So the process of making the cards and even being on the radio, all this stuff, it's going to go in the documentary. So
cool. So actually, we're the first radio station you've done an interview with, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I gotta take a second and just to thank you guys. I really appreciate it. I knew Michelle was in the radio, and she sent me a message the other day. It's like just saying hi. And I went in the profile and I was like, oh my God! I go, look at this. I got my family here in radio, and I'm over here sitting trying to figure out who in radio is going to put me on for a minute. It's like,
yeah, definitely.
Now, what has been the response on people buying this? I know. I seen you have it on Amazon. We seen it on Amazon. I think it's what was it?
$17.99 on Amazon. Yeah.
On sale, I think.
So how's the response been with that?
It's been good. I started off with the deck for $20 online, and it sat there. It sat there for a little while, and then I put it to $17.99, and the feedback, it was almost instantaneous. Just people are triggered by numbers that they like, and
right.
it immediately started to hit. When I talk to people, like I get people that call me on my phone, and they see me as I'm a real estate agent in Chicago, and they see what I post for real estate, and then they see the Conquian side, they see the deck, and then they call me, hey, can I pick up physically a deck? And I'll meet them somewhere to pick them up. And right away they're like, oh, how much is it? And then I'm like, oh, it's $17.99. They're basically just give me $17, $18 for it. Oh man, I'd pay whatever for these. Oh my, I've never seen this before. And and it's like,
where were you when it was awesome. $20?
I know. Where were you at, man?
You see, what you do with that is when they ask you how much is how much are you willing to pay for them? That's what you tell them.
The how to sell a pen deal.
Exactly.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, but I want to make sure that people are feeling like they're getting the value out of it. I mean, the cards are plastic. They're full color. It just the fact that they're plastic alone is part of the reason why $17.99 for me is like, hey, if I was selling them some like really, really thin paper cards, I'd probably, with the artwork that's on them, I'd probably do those for $8 or $9. But as far as the fact that they're plastic and they're going to be, they're battle tested. You drop a beer, you pick them up and wipe them down, and you can keep going. I think there's a lot of value in that. But
I was about to ask you what they're made of. Is the original Conquian cards? They're like paper. After so much, they're tantos aguaos and everything. Your material, what kind of material is yours?
Plastic.
They are plastic. They're a thinner type of plastic, and I believe they have something called a black core base to the paper. But the nice thing is that if I pick up the card and I scratch up the top of it up here, they're rough, so that for handling, you're passing them out, you're good. The bottom here, they're very slippery, so when you take them out for the first time, a lot of people are like, man, I took the cards out and they flew everywhere. I'm like,
52 pickup.
They're plastic. 52 pickup. Yeah, they're definitely plastic cards. But I had the manufacturers give me a gripped edge here. Now there's these, which are plastic. A lot of the cards that I see, the Conquian cards that are being made like this, they're paper, but they have a plastic wax coating. So they'll resist some water. The deck that I'm coming out, the casino deck, is an equivalent feel to your bicycle card. But just the main difference in that is it's a Conquian card. You're not going to find spades on it or diamonds. It's going to be the symbols of the symbols of Conquian. And another thing that I'll claim, I think I'm the first person to put pips on a Conquian card. So, case in point, these here, pips are these things right here for those who are watching. If you got a set of poker cards, the heart right here and the heart underneath the number, those are called pips. And the Conquian cards, the original Conquian cards, these here, they don't have them. All they have is the symbols and the numbers. So that's what I have here with mine. But the casino deck that I'm producing is actually going to have a pip right underneath the number, so that it's more of a casino feel to the cards. But so I'm claiming that one too. I claim first.
Now,
firsties on that.
Are you going to be patenting these? Are you going to trademark them or anything like that?
Yeah, everything that I do is trademarked. The trademark was filed a while ago, and I have UPCs on everything. Everything's in an LLC. So I legally, I own the rights to the artwork and everything. So, I'm ready to go. I love for Target to call. I love for Target or Walmart to call and say, hey, can you bring me a box of those? Like, yeah, why not?
Right. So going back to your audience, like you said, your biggest thing right now is TikTok. And that's more generated to the younger audience, or mid-20s or something like that. What type of audience, broad, do you see buying the cards, or can you tell?
Yeah.
I mean, normally it's online,
Oh yeah, the analytics and on these and for those who are listening, analytics, basically the computer system can tell me. Yeah, they can tell me how old you are. They can tell me where you live. If you're using an iPhone, if you're using an Android, if you're looking at my website from a PC, And then of course the shipping labels. I can read your name, and if the name is Rodriguez versus Johnson, I'll have an idea of where you live, or not where you live, but who you may be. But predominantly, it's been 99.9% Latin last names that I've seen. Unless somebody out there who's watching that bottom is not Latino, I apologize, but it's been primarily just Latinos that have been buying them. And the goal, of course,
is to have
is
it
to
all.
bridge it. Yeah, it's to bridge the gap. And the children's deck that I have coming out, hopefully it's ready. It's available by Halloween. The children's deck that I have coming out, I'm really working on making it a game that everybody, and I mean not just Latinos, but everybody would want to get their hands on.
Cool.
Awesome. Go ahead.
Now, if somebody wants to buy your deck of cards or wants more information, how can they get your deck of cards and how can they get more information on it?
Well, my website is gonkiancardgame.com. So it's card game with no S. It's gonkiancardgame.com. If you're on TikTok, you can look up Gonkian Epico. If you're on Instagram, you can look up Gonkian Epico, and the same thing with Facebook. You can go to Gonkian Epico, and just about every one of those social media platforms is going to have a link somewhere on the page where it'll take you directly to my website, so that you can buy a deck of cards.
Now, you say you're a realtor, right?
Yes, sir.
So, have any of your people that you bought house from, have you given them a deck of cards?
You know what? One or two of the very last closings that I had, I gave them the cards as a present, along with like a bottle of mezcal or like a really nice tequila. And the feedback has been, "Oh my God! Like, where did you get these?" And then when I tell them that they're mine, they're like, "What are you talking about?" Well, I made these, and it's a lot of people have been either they love it or, "Oh my God, my grandpa taught me this game. You just brought back so many memories. Thank you so much." So they are though. It's on the list. Whoever I close a house with, they will get a deck. I almost feel cheap doing it. Hey, just so you know, congratulations on your house. Here's my cards. But I gotta see it as a nice gesture more than anything. But my clients have enjoyed it.
Now we got your website here, man. You got shirts. You got a little bit of everything on your website.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time. I want to say a week ago making those shirts. A lot of the shirts that I have on there are kind of imitating some of my favorite shirts, like in the wardrobe. There's a shirt in there specifically that says Conkian 316. I used to have a shirt that was I don't know if you're a wrestling fan, but there's a wrestler named Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
He would have Austin 316. And since I'm in the attitude era of saving Conkian, from extinction, I thought Conkian 316 made a lot of sense. But there's like Back to the Future, there's Back to Conkian in the style of Back to the Future on that website. And then there's a tournament shirt on that page that's like Tios versus Hijos, or Abuelos versus Niños.
Cool.
Because a lot of the family parties that we go to, I think it'd be funny if everybody showed up and like, "What team are you on?" "Oh, I'm with the Tios." "Who are you?" I'm with the Primas." "Let's go," And I want to create that atmosphere, because it'd be great to see people on social media playing with the cards, and not just that, but giving each other crap about man, I can't believe you pulled that 3. So that's what I want. That's what I want to see.
I don't know if you want to do that, because you know how us Hispanics are. When we're playing a game and you're losing, sometimes the tia, man, they can go crazy, man. They'll get mad.
That's why I put a discllmer in there, man. I'm not responsible.
They start throwing la chancla and everything at you, man. Like, they start giving you bad eye and te hacen ojo la chingada y todo,
Yeah, man, mal de ojo, everything comes out.
Yeah.
Man, that's funny. That carnival that I was at in Cicero, I had 2 or 3 people come up to me, to ask me about the cards. A couple people, and like I remember specifically these 2 or 3 people, because they would come up to me and they go, "What is that?" And I go, "Oh, this is Conquian." And they go, "Oh, I can't. I no puedo jugar eso. Eso es del diablo." Eso es del diablo. And this one guy told me, he's like, "Oh no, my grandpa was playing that in Mexico, and he lost everything. The Diablo took everything, and I was like, man, I ain't selling that. I go, no. I go, dude, the Diablo's not down there right now producing these cards, man. This was me. I'm like, I give you the credit. I ain't giving him the credit. I mean,
So what does your dad say about the new deck that you made? The deck that you made, does he like it?
Yeah, he likes it. He's really happy, and I would even go out and say that he was proud of him. Especially since like I credit making this game and knowing how to make the game to my dad, and the time that he spent with me, after working long hours and stuff. So when I told him I was going to do it, he kind of looked at me and was like, "Oh, okay."
Whatever.
And then I came home with the deck, and he looked at it and he was like, "What?" He goes, "These are yours." He goes, "Yeah, I told you I was doing this." So he's happy. I think he's gonna like the casino deck more though. He's gonna like the casino deck a little bit more because he's not into tarot. He's not into tarot. He kind of looked at me.
Right.
He almost gave me the this was El Diablo.
El Diablo, yeah.
Like, no man, you taught me this. What you talking about?
You taught me El Diablo.
I know it was you, right?
Now we're still look at your website. We see that you got loteria cards on there. You got dice. You got dice on there also. So you got a little bit of everything.
I got the original loteria on there for sale. Like if anybody buys a deck of cards, they get a discount on loteria. But there's dice, there's the original Conquian, and then I have a couple of poker cards that I ended up liking that I threw on the site. But in all good time, I'll have my own loteria and I'll have my own poker cards. So just for now, that's kind of the inventory that I have up there. But people buy them. People buy the stuff and they like it.
Cool. So you're getting your name out there. Then you're pushing this.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I mean, look, doing things like this is definitely helping. Definitely helping. That's why again I appreciate being on the show and getting the chance to talk to your audience about Conquian. It's dying. It's almost it was almost extinct, but I stuck my hand out there and I pulled it up.
There you go.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I mean, you have your name out there, like as far as a realtor, because I see on your page, you're always top producer and stuff like that. You and your wife, and y'all are very passionate about what y'all do, in the real estate business, and of course it shows in your product that you made here, but. His name is out there. I mean, as far as what I see on Facebook as his realty company and stuff like that. So
thank
congratulations.
Thank you so much. We're with Vernice and I. Vernice, that's my wife. She's been a big support. So I got a big shout out to Vernice. But she's the brains of the operation with the real estate. Mm-hmm. She's the one that gets the phone calls and she's been a big driver of it. I love doing marketing. I really like it. So being the face of the group and being able to put out the content that we do, it's just we work so well together. It's kind of just the way we do things. But anybody out there in Texas that's trying to migrate to Illinois, we handle transactions like that all the time. We even get people out there to Texas. I've sent a couple people out to Texas. They left me for Texas, but that's okay. You guys got a lot of good things going on down there, so I can't blame them,
So how long have you been in Illinois?
Born.
I've been all my life.
Yeah, he's born.
All my life.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All the Escarinos are from Illinois. Except my mama came to Houston.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I mean I love the deck of cards. It looks very nice. It's different. Like I said, I played Conquian too when I was growing up. I haven't played it in a long time. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I haven't touched it in years. I think, man. I'll say at least 20 years that I haven't touched that deck of cards.
Same.
Man.
But
I'm gonna get you a deck, man. I'm gonna get you a deck, and then
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know those cards existed anymore.
See, that's it, and man, and you're my perfect customer. Because the minute you pick up the cards, you feel them, and you start playing again, and a lot of stories, a lot of the old memories that you had of when you did play, they're gonna come out. And you're gonna have conversations with the family, and it's gonna be good. So like you're exactly the person that I want to sell a deck of cards to. Although I'm gonna send you yours free.
Thank you.
Because when you were a radio show host, you be getting free
You
stuff.
get perks,
free stuff
right?
in your
You
mail
get
all the time. So that's what happens, man. I know that shirt you wearing. I know you didn't pay for that. I know.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to get you to come down here to Houston and have you here in person in the studio. And,
hey man, you send me a date, man. And
Oh, I
being
thought
a
you say
realtor,
send me a plane ticket and I'll be there.
You get me into the Hilton, into the best they got, and I'll be there. No, man. No, you give me a date to be down there. Being in real estate makes it very flexible.
And we'll throw a tournament, dude. Come on.
Hey, you let me know when you want to come down here.
We'll throw a tournament.
We'll treat you right here. You know, the way we do it here on our show is usually when we have a guest or artist or guest that come into the studio, we have a friend of ours that they make tacos. They actually come out here, they sit up and they make tacos for our guests out here. And I'm not getting any tacos. These are like best tacos in Houston that you ever have.
Oh,
you know?
man, okay.
You know, they got fajita, they got
Pastor.
pollo, they got pastor, they got birria, you know, and then they got this thing called a loaded corn. If you like corn in a cup, they put in a cup, they put the corn, they put fajita, they put queso
Pico de gallo.
fresco, pico de gallo, you know, chile on top of it, man, and it's
Oh,
about
man.
it. So
Man, my wife's gonna watch this and her mouth's gonna drop. She's gonna tell me, order the tickets. Order the tickets. They got elotes out there. We got to go.
and we got a margarita machine in here. We got a
Do you really?
We got a refrigerator full of beer. We got liquor, and we just have a good time.
Yeah, we're sponsored
Hey,
by Blue Chair Bay Rum.
Hey,
So we have
big
that
shout
here
out
all
to
the
Blue Chair
time.
Bay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
so- yeah, I mean, you can come out here, man. We can have a little small Concan reunion game going on here or something like that during the show, and you know,
Reunion. Who are you gonna
you
invite
know,
from the
the old people that have not played
espadas
Concan.
y las copas.
Hey, the old people that have not played Concan in many years that they still existed will have
That's
a
very
Concan
racist,
reunion.
old
You know,
people.
I'm telling.
What
Man,
old
no,
people?
they're out there because I got a list of people from Texas that have bought the cards, and I think I got a couple of people out in Houston. So that idea is not far fetched, man. Especially like putting something on TikTok. Meet us at the studio. You know that might be a thing, man.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that would be a good like show or you know, say who if you live in Houston and you bought it and you want to talk about it, or you know, say like what memories it brought back to them or what they thought about when they saw it online and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that
That'd
would-
be interesting.
No, but
that would be epic.
Yeah, you let us know when you want to come down here, man, and we'll be glad to have you in the studio. And yeah, once this COVID kind of dies down a little bit, you know, it's still, you know, it's been coming back around with this new variants out there, whatever, you know. So we got to like.
Yeah, they got the Delta variant.
Yeah.
Why does the Delta variant sound like a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie? The Jean-Claude Van Damme in the Delta variant. In theaters now.
All right. Well, like I said, once again, give everybody information. If anybody wants to get a deck of cards or they want to contact you, how can they contact you? One more time.
Absolutely, man. You guys can. Well, first, we'll hit the social media. You go to Conquian Epico, hashtag it, or just go on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Conquian Epico. You'll find me. Or if you want to go directly to my website, it's conquiancardgame.com, and you will find me. I promise.
All right. Well, you heard it there. Go out there. We all like to push people that go and support. You know, small business are coming up. Y'all go out to support. If y'all like playing cards, go check out his website. He got a lot of merchandise on the website. He got the, regular cards, the loteria cards. Of course, his deck of cards that he's putting out there, and there's more to come out. Like he said, he's coming out with a children's one and a casino version. So y'all go and check them out. From the looks of the cards, what I've been seeing on Amazon, what I've been seeing on his page. Hey, Christmas is around the corner. That'll be a nice gift to give out. They look
Stocking stuffer.
Yeah, stocking stuffer. They look like they're real nice quality cards. So hey, for that price, $17.99 or hey, that's a good deal. I mean, that's some nice cards, and there's a story behind it, by the cards. So hey, y'all go out there, check them out, buy a deck of cards, buy 2, buy 3, buy 4. Who knows? Just and then hopefully we'll be able to get him out in Houston a little bit more, and he'll be able to show y'all in person what the cards look like, and let y'all look at them and everything. So that'd be kind of nice.
Hey man, absolutely man. I really appreciate the shout out. Big shout out to all your listeners, and thank you again for having me on. I really appreciate it.
No problem. All right,
Yes.
we're going to take a little commercial break, and we'll be right back. Your boy DJ Fluffy, the king of the airways, here on scpradio.com. Here we go.
Thank you.
Puede ser que no quieras volver en mis brazos juntos para siempre. No puede ser que no me quieras a mí. De tantos años que fuimos muy felices, tus dulces besos, tu cara preciosa, esos ojos negros que no puedo olvidar. Te quiero mucho y cómo te extraño, amor, nunca te olvidaré. ¿Qué voy a hacer sin tus besitos? ¿Qué voy a hacer sin tu amor? ¿Qué voy a hacer sin tus besitos? Es que no aguanto este dolor. ¿Qué voy a hacer sin tus besitos? ¿Qué voy a hacer sin tu amor? ¿Qué voy a hacer sin tus besitos? Es que no aguanto este dolor. Pensar de ti, mi vida, ¿por qué me tratas así? Primero dices que tú me quieres y luego que ya se terminó. ¿Qué voy a hacer sin tus besitos? ¿Qué voy a hacer sin tu amor? ¿Qué voy a hacer sin tus besitos? Es que no aguanto este dolor. ¿Qué voy a hacer sin tus besitos? ¿Qué voy a hacer sin tu amor? ¿Qué voy a hacer sin tus besitos? Es que no aguanto este dolor. Es que no aguanto este dolor. Ya no aguanto este dolor. Para recordar, olvidar, y quedó un pedazo de ti en mí. Y hoy te quiero ver para entregártelo. Como quiero de nuevo un beso tuyo cariñoso, de la forma que lo das es muy sabroso. Por eso quiero tus manos en mí. Como quiero, el aroma de tu amor me está llegando, trayendo tu cuerpo para mí. Como quiero, de nuevo un beso tuyo cariñoso, de la forma que lo das es muy sabroso. Por eso quiero tus manos en mí. Como quiero, el aroma de tu amor me está llegando, trayendo tu cuerpo para mí.
¿Cómo olvidar ese beso que me dio? No sé si fue para recordar, olvidar, y quedó un pedazo de ti en mí. Y hoy te quiero ver para entregártelo. Como quiero, de nuevo beso tuyo cariñoso, de la forma que lo das es muy sabroso. Por eso quiero tus manos en mí. Como quiero, el aroma de tu amor me está llegando, trayendo tu cuerpo para mí. Como quiero, de nuevo beso tuyo cariñoso, de la forma que lo das es muy sabroso. Por eso quiero tus manos en mí. Como quiero, el aroma de tu amor me está llegando, trayendo tu cuerpo para mí.
And now, hey, George! Go, George! Go, George! Good!
Porque dicen que me gusta vacilar. ¿Qué me importa si me acusan de esa forma? Si me quieres, manda a todos a volar. Si te dicen que yo soy la mil amores y que tengo un amante aquí y allá, si me quieres como yo te estoy queriendo, ¿Qué más vale si tú sabes la verdad? ¿Qué importa ya que sepas mi pasado? Ya no me asustan esas cosas del querer. Es que yo soy la tejana enamorada y al fin y al cabo, ¿qué me han de hacer? Si te dicen que yo vivo en las cantinas y que tomo para ahogar este dolor, no lo niego, tú prefieres cosas finas. Yo tan solo puedo darte un gran amor. ¿Qué importa ya que sepas mi pasado? Ya no me asustan esas cosas del querer. Es que yo soy la tejana enamorada y al fin y al cabo, ¿qué me han de hacer? Si te dicen que yo vivo en las cantinas y que tomo para ahogar este dolor, no lo niego, tú prefieres cosas finas. Yo tan solo puedo darte un gran amor.
This is your boy, Light Jockey Mike, and I just wanted to thank you for supporting SCP Radio. That's the end of our show, but please be sure to check us out on SpaceCadetPro.com, where you will be able to watch our videos, find and like all of our social media accounts, and chat with us. While you are there, click on the radio tab, where you will be able to see the show schedule and all of the different ways to reach us. You can also listen to us from there if you are on a PC or laptop. Thanks again, and remember, we are the future in entertainment.